What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. We're out here. Look around. I built something this morning, probably like a couple hours ago, because it looked like it was going to rain. As you see, let me focus. The sky, real cloudy and just dark. So I came out here, got these tarps, and set me up a little work area. I might just keep this because actually, this place I built pretty chill. I might chill out here, like come out here with my friends or something, just chill out here. It'd be a cool place to chill, talk, listen to music, and pretty cool, pretty big too. Have a lot of space to work, so that's good. Some of you guys are saying Wiseco or well, one person I think said Wiseco is crap. Get Vertex. I'm recommended Wiseco, so that's what I'm going to go with. Went to Kirk's, which is a place, shop near me that like has Hondas. It's like a Honda shop pretty much, cause Suzuki Yamaha was closed yesterday, and I wanted to rebuild my bike. I watched a few tutorial videos on how to rebuild, and they all seem pretty simple. Most of you guys think I'm just a retard, but I'm finna show you guys today. Try to get the bike running. If it don't run after I rebuild it, it's not going to be my fault. Most of you guys will probably think it is, but it's just not going to run just because it won't run. But I'm sure it's going to run after this new top end. Looking at the rings and stuff like that. But like I was saying, SYD Suzuki Yamaha was closed, so I went to Kirk's yesterday and picked up some Pro Honda. It's the same pretty much as like Yamalube or whatever. The dude recommended this oil. They did have a Yamalube, but he said this oil was better. That he uses it, he recommends it. Got me a spark plug too, a Honda. See, they're pretty much a Honda shop, but this spark plug is the same as my spark plug. Well, it ain't the same. It's BR8 ES. Mine was a BR9 ES. And the dude said this would work better for 2 strokes. Told him what I was doing, rebuilding the motor, getting everything, new spark plug, new oil, and just rebuilding it. And he said this BR8 ES spark plug is better than the BR9 ES spark plugs. So I'm going to take his word for it. Pretty much the same. Don't know the difference in the 8 and the 9. Maybe it's size or spark, but got this one. Going to start taking the motor or the bike apart, tearing it down, the seat, fender or the gas tanks, radiators. I already got the radiator fluid drained, so that's good. But I'm gonna go ahead and tear this down, get to the motor, and get ready to rebuild it. Doing it myself, and if I mess up on it, which I probably won't, it's pretty simple. Then I'll take it to the shop and let them do it. No problem. I'll pay whatever and get it rebuilt professionally. But if not, we get it running. I'll be very proud of myself if I get this bike rebuilt and it runs. I'm gonna be happy for sure. It's gonna put a smile on my face. First rebuild ever. I mean ever. First 2-stroke rebuild. First rebuild ever. And it's gonna be pretty fun. Alone, so that's kind of sketchy, but you gotta do what you gotta do. You learn from somewhere, common sense, and just by doing it yourself. Like I said, if I mess up, she's going to the shop, but if not, I'm riding her. Got to do the heat cycle, get her broke in for this weekend, going to the track with Roost MX. If it don't rain, but if it does, we're still probably going to ride. He's still going to come over. But enough talking. Let's tear down the bike, get into it, and start the rebuild. Build series part 1, top end rebuild on the 2-stroke. So subscribe, turn on notifications so you're updated every single day. Make sure you have those notifications on so you don't want to miss, because you do not want to miss this build series. It's going to be awesome. Also got that little light, so at night time, if I want to come out here. Alright, got the bike took down, got the radiators off, Holy crap, people. Yeah, it's the piston for sure. Take a look at the ring. The ring is like, it's pretty much almost fell off. That could have fell off and went down into the bottom end and just shredded up down there, and we would have had a mess. Yeah, I'm rebuilding my 125 right now at this moment, and before I put the new piston in and everything, I don't got a honer to hone out the old cylinder, and I was calling to see how much y'all charge, or if y'all could like hone it out for me real quick. All right, thank you. Fuck you, man. All right, here's the new piston and the ring. Got the new piston and ring put on, or I got the ring put on the piston. Here's the old piston. You can tell this is what you always want to check for when you rebuild your motor, your two-stroke motors. If you can see it in there, let's see if you can get in. In there, you can tell a little bit right in there how it's burnt at the very bottom. I'm thinking, I was doing research, and if I remember right, when it burnt like that, means you was running it too lean. I'm pretty sure it might be too rich. It's either one of the two, but it's cause you're running your bike not right. That's why the piston is burnt inside, but it's always going to be like that. But I put this piston and with the old ring inside the cylinder, and I mean, when you compress the ring and put it inside the cylinder, it still moves around. The compression in the ring is pretty much shot. It just closes all the way up completely inside the piston. I mean, look, there's no bump, there's no nothing. Well, you can't, it ain't focusing. See, right? Focus, come on, phone. It's the iPhone 7. What's wrong with this crap? There you go. See it? It ain't even sticking out the ring or sticking out the groove at all. It's completely flat. So there was so much blow by and no compression at all. I stuck this piston and ring in the bottom of the cylinder just a little bit, just a hair, to see if it moved around like the old piston does, but it don't. It's tight, really tight in that. Well, not really tight, but it's tight like it should be in the cylinder. So that is a good sign, a very, very good sign. That sign is, it should be the top end. It should run when I get this new top end put in it. That pretty much, I mean, from what I see and what everybody's telling me, it's the ring. It has to be zero compression. The piston moves in the cylinder. The new piston does it, so that's a good sign. But one thing, somebody told me, I forgot what the thing was, like a green sponge, green something. It's like a little sponge that you can hone. There's the gasket. That you can hone the cylinder out. I need to hone the cylinder before I put the new top end in, or it'll just leave the markings that's in the cylinder on the piston. I thought there wasn't any markings on the cylinder, but they are just a little bit, just a hair. And I really don't want to put the piston back on and rebuild it back where it'll just mess up the cylinder or mess up the piston more than it is, or just mess up the piston completely. Well, it ain't messed up, the piston's brand new, but it'll mess the piston up, make the little grooves in the piston and in the rings, and that's what we don't need. We don't need those little grooves getting into the rings. and making, like, carving into the rings, because that leads to zero compression and blow by again. So I don't know what to do as of right now. Don't got a honer, don't got a drill. Called the local shop, as you see. They wanted to charge me 40 bucks and they said they couldn't do it today. So I said forget that. So I'll have to go inside, about to go inside right now and do some research to see what I can do about the cylinder, what I can use to hone it out or just to smooth it out a little bit so I can put the new piston back in and get this bike running like it should. So let me go inside, do some research. I would say leave some comments down below, but I already have the bike rebuilt. And if you like my little tent space, camp space, whatever, workspace, let me know down below, and we'll keep it up. Probably keep it up anyway. Cool spot to chill and to build stuff and to work on stuff. So when it's raining. At my buddy's shop, had to get him to pick me up. The first day met him. I sold him an RC car a few years ago, and we just figured that out just a few minutes ago. What's up?
What's going on?
His 3 bikes here. What are they?
This is a 08 KX450F, 2014 RMZ 250, and over here we got a 2012 RMZ 250. This is my dad's race bike, and the 14 is my race bike.
Some nice bikes you got here. Heck yeah. Whose bikes are these? They run?
Yeah, that's my dad's 89 Ultra Classic Harley. This is my 96 1200 Sportster. It's built with nitrous for a drag strip. It's a street level drag bike.
Heck yeah. Nice. But we're running to, well, we had to come to his house to get his drill. The cylinder needs honed out. Got to go to Part City, which is the local part store close to my house. Pick up a honer. Don't tell anyone. Just going to get it and use it out in the parking lot and take it back in. That's how you do it, though. Save money. But these some nice bikes. I can't get over them. Look. But yeah, got the drill, and we're probably finna leave after check his box out some more and pick that honer up and go back to my house, try to rebuild it. Well, rebuild it, and hopefully that baby will run afterwards. I'm crank it up first. What is it, 250 right?
Yeah.
First crank on the 250. That sounds so good, I swear. Oh, yeah. Maybe 4 strokes do sound better than 2 strokes.
You thought I was kidding, didn't you?
Got the honer right here and the drill. Evertough honer at the Carpenter's Auto Parts Store. No brand deal. So got it honed out, cleaning it out again. We're gonna hone it for a couple more seconds after we get all the grits of the metal and everything out. Go ahead and put that baby back in there. Wait for a few more seconds, like that. She's good to go. Think we're good to go. Got to put the honer back in the box. Rented it, $27 to rent it. Taking it right back in. Told him I'd be in 5 minutes. Been 2 minutes. I'm taking it back in already. Getting my money back, and there we go. Got it honed. There's a receipt.
Golly.
Yeah,
oh, hell.
Well, the box here, guys, rebuilt, and the reason why you ain't seeing it running is because it does not run. Yep, you've heard it. It does not run. You can check the compression out for yourself, guys. I used to push it down with my pinky. I can if I try, but I mean, check that out. Compression, you can hear it. It's good. Yeah, look at that. It about kicks back when compression is good, solid. We took the well, let me tell you, you can see, just take a look at the head. You see like wet spots, right? Yeah, look at all that wet spot. That's gas. All that right there, all of that is solid straight gas. It almost started to fire up the first couple kicks, and then I look at the bottom of the motor, and out of the drain overflow from the bottom of the carb, the bow was pouring gas. Like the bike wasn't leaned side to side, straight up, and as we was kicking it, it was just pouring out gas. And we took the spark plug out to check it and see, and the spark plug was dripping in gas. We start kicking it, and gas just starts shooting out of the piston, out of the top of the motor, like it was raining. Like I put my hand on top of the motor. I was on FaceTime with Roos, and I put my hand on top of the motor, and while my buddy kicked it, and after I pulled my hand off and showed Roos to MX, my hand, I could do this, and gas would drip off the tip of my fingers. My hand would be soaked in gas. And every time you kick it, you can just see like white mist just go poof, poof, poof. There was just so much gas just coming out of the piston. It was bad. I wish I'd have got that on camera for you guys, but that crap was flooded bad. The carb is the carb. It might have been the carb all along, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't. It was blown. 2 reasons: blown plus the carb. Because as you see, the compression was